In this video, we are going to focus on naming and writing formulas for ionic compounds. In the previous video, we talked about how to recognize the different type of compounds as ionic versus molecular. So let's look at the first type of ionic compounds, which are made from monoatomic ions. Monoatomic ions are ions made from only one type of atom. They come directly from the periodic table. In the previous lectures, we have recognized how to give charges to specific information from the periodic table. Now, let's look at this question. The question says, find the formula for magnesium chloride. Well, first thing we need to recognize is that magnesium, which is written first in the name, is a metal. Metals are always written first in the name in the names of ionic compounds. The second name will be for the nonmetal. The other recognizing factor is the IDE. The last part of the name ending in IDE recognizes that this is a nonmetal. Okay, so let's look at the charge. Magnesium is in group 2A. So when you look at this periodic table, magnesium is sitting right over here in group 2A. So it should have a charge of +2 as an ion. So that's the reason the charge is +2 for magnesium ion. How about chloride ion? Chloride is on the other side of the periodic table. It is a nonmetal. The charge on the chloride ion is -1 because it sits in the group 7A. That is how we recognize the charges for these ions, which come from the periodic table. Once we have the charges for the metal and the nonmetal ion, we need to make sure that these charges are balanced and equal with opposite sign. Magnesium has a +2 charge. Therefore, we need to balance the chloride, which has a -1 charge. To balance this, we need to take 2 chloride ions. So in this case, the chloride ion is going to be doubled so that it will balance with the magnesium ion. I'm also showing over here how the charges balance, which is magnesium has a +2 charge. 2 chloride ions will give you a -2 charge. Therefore, the total charge is 0. You could also think about this as the +2 is the charge for the magnesium. There are 2 chloride ions, each having -1 charge. When you add up the -2 and the +2, it still gives you 0. The idea is to balance the charges in such a way that the final product must have a 0 charge. Therefore, the final formula will be MgCl2 for 2 chlorides taken. You could also see that there is 1 magnesium, but because 1 disappears in the formulas, we don't write the 1 as a subscript for the symbols. Therefore, you will write it as the formula for the compound magnesium chloride as MgCl2.